Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Good morning.
And we are here in Singapore having our third podcast.
Yeah, third Sangha podcast.
So, what's up?
I'm in Singapore.
Yeah,
I can't believe I'm in Singapore.
it's so nice.
And tomorrow we're going to Indonesia.
The breakfast at Mataji's place is the best. She's very
So
loving, good cook.
We're currently here staying in one devotee's house. We're hosting our stay here together with all the devotees. And as usual, sobrang sarap ng prasadam.
Yeah. Yeah, today we had toast bread, some strawberries, papaya.
And some fruits.
Nagulat ako, galing Philippines rin yung fruits.
The workforce, sabi nga nila workforce lang from Singapore, others are imported. So yeah, there's a lot of devotees also here in Singapore. Yeah, although they don't have a big temple. Right? Pero it doesn't matter as long as there's devotees.
Yeah.
Everything, anywhere else, kung nasa yung devotees, magiging temple yan. So what's the plan?
What's the plan?
Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to Indonesia.
Okay.
Today we're going to Sentosa. I'm gonna go around with also devotee, the daughter of Ananga Manjari.
Yes.
Yashoda
Yashoda.
Manjari. She said she works in Sentosa.
Oh yes. So there's a lot of devotees. That's what's wonderful about traveling also. You'll meet devotees in different places. Tapos,
Yes, and see how they practice. It's very nice.
So here, of course, yung setup nila, they have their own altar, they have their Gauranitai, and every morning they also have their Mangal Arti.
Yeah, but here the sunrise is quite late. Like past 6, it's still dark.
So paano yun? Mag-a-adjust ba ng Brahma Muhurta?
I have no idea. That's what I asked Navadvip
I
Chandra
asked him.
Prabhu.
I actually saw an answer online. It depends on the guru. If he wants, 5:30, wherever you are, 5:30. But if he says, okay, depending on your time zone, when it's just sunrise, then that's Brahma. Before that is Brahma Muhurta.
And also, what's practical, especially if you're living in a residential place.
Yeah.
You don't want to be receiving noise complaints. Even in India, there's a place, I think, in Chowpatty Temple, they adjusted, because it's in a residential place, they adjusted the Mangal Arati a little later. So I think whatever works.
It's the same here. I think they're very particular with noise here. Even the air pump in the gas station, you cannot use it past like 8 p.m. because it makes a sound. Toot, toot.
Okay.
That one you cannot use it after 8 p.m. And it says there just to give care to the residents.
Oh, that's so nice. But it's a nice practice and etiquette. Have to be really consider ka sa mga people around you.
Yeah.
Especially even the noise, even small noise actually.
Yeah.
I think it's applicable in the practice of bhakti. We have to move in a way that less negative impact to others.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, there's a pastime also of Govardhan. We just finished Govardhan Puja. The story where Govardhan was in the... Hindi was, kasi andun pa rin palagi siya. The spiritual world. Of course, we know the story that Govardhan Hill came from the heart of Lord Krishna.
Yeah.
Then, of course, make the story short, yung Govardhan lumaki sa spiritual world because of his ecstasy kay Krishna, love kay Krishna, Srimati Radharani. And he grew so big, nagkaroon ng disturbance sa ibang residents ng Raj. So, Krishna checked him. You cannot make your own ecstasy and service a disturbance to others. So, it's applicable sa atin. Hindi porket, we're chanting, we can do a lot of things. Magbibigay na tayo ng inconvenience sa ibang tao.
Yeah.
It's true with the practice.
That's true. When I was starting out, I would chant loudly anywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't care
Like
to.
even on the airplane.
Talaga?
At the house, my home before, I used to sleep with my brother.
Mm.
I go 4:30 a.m. I do the car test, and then he's still sleeping there. I was like, at one point he got mad at me. Like,
Oh.
Dan, mamaya na yan. Ganun.
Tama, di ba?
Tama naman. And then doon ko na realize, yeah, I have to be considerate. It's not. I missed the point.
Yeah, we should not miss the point na we want to practice bhakti to bring others to the practice of bhakti. Pero pag nainis sila sa atin, how could we encourage them?
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah, my mom said I should stop doing it on the plane because they might think that I'm like I'm a threat, like a bomb threat. So it's like a fanatic.
Ano sabi mo?
I was like, no, mom, it's spiritual.
Yeah, well, it's ano yun eh, when a person starts to practice spirituality or bhakti, there's a stage that one has too much enthusiasm. It's uncontrolled. Sometimes he promises or commits to different services and all, that after some time, the enthusiasm will go down, but of course, he will be trapped in these commitments. So kasama rin yun, yung being too fanatic with the practice. No, I'm gonna practice, I'm gonna chant, I'm gonna liberate everyone. Everyone should hear the holy name.
Let me take
what I was
on.
thinking.
Let me
Really.
take on the karma of everyone. Yeah.
Suddenly you become a saint. So it's very practical how to really consider. And yung napansin ko nandito sa Singapore, very clean.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Very clean. And of course, if you do, like if you litter or do a lot of things na makaka-scatter or disturb sa ibang tao, there's a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every move here, you'll be fined. So, kailangan maingat na maingat.
Yeah. Can't spit outside here.
Yeah, you can do that. So, yung mga like sa India or sa Philippines, yung pan or yung nga, you cannot do that here.
Mm.
You have to swallow. You cannot spit. Yeah. Totoo naman, di ba?
Yeah. Yeah, I was biking yesterday, and every time I pass a pedestrian lane, the cars will stop.
Mm.
No matter if you stop, no matter how far you are, they will stop if they
Galing,
see
no?
you. Yeah.
Yung tatawid lang doon Pinoy. No, I don't think so. Sa Hong Kong ganun. Dito, of course, a lot of cameras then and all.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of policemen visible, but the discipline is there. No.
The Indians here are different from the Indians in India.
Oo nga.
They're
different.
very, very relaxed here.
Hmm. Even Pinoys, they really adapt to different places then.
Yeah. They
So,
do.
sobrang importante kung paano mo i-design yung atmosphere mo with the practice of bhakti. It's actually a big influence in our practice. If we're in the temple, iba yung chanting, instead of mag-chant. Instead of mag-practice. Pero pag sa bahay, parang, oops, bakit iba? Bakit hindi ako makapag-chant?
It's so hard.
Bakit
Why?
tumatawa? Why?
Because like so for me every morning since we got here I would chant 5 rounds and sleep because I'm like, oh, this isn't the temple, this is a house. So I'd sleep for 15 minutes and then wake up and then finish the rest of my rounds.
Yeah, ganun eh.
Because it's a house. Just because it's a house, I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I can't sleep in the temple. It's I don't know.
Mm.
offense.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay because you'll still chant in the morning. It's also considered a temple because you have the devotees here.
Yes.
But of course, it's less strict with the schedule.
Yeah. And
Pero-
it's not like an offense to fall asleep on the couch here.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
temple, it's an offense to fall asleep.
In the temple, no? So parang ganun eh. Pag yung environment mo hindi mo na-design into a sacred space, mas mabigat, mas mahirap.
Yeah.
Diba? Like, basically, sabi nga, kailangan linisin mo yung paligid. And also, purify yourself. Then, linisin mo yung sarili mo. Then, it will be much more convenient to chant, to meditate. So, very important yung sacred space.
Yes.
Ang ganda, no? Nagawa na lang ganito yung mode dito sa Singapore. Of course, may advantage and disadvantage din yan.
Yeah, right. Even the cars too. Nothing older than 3 years old, 5 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like my experience at home. When I started chanting, madami akong gamit sa bahay na nakastore lang siya sa cabinet. And lagi ko siya naiisip. But it came to a point na clear ko siya.
Oh.
And then once na na-clear ko siya, then na parang less burden sa mind ko. Mas clear yung chanting.
Ang galing, no? It's external. All the things you have, if you clean it up, pamigay mo or itabi mo, at least di nakakalat, out of sight,
Yeah.
out of mind.
Yeah.
Pero mas mararamdaman mo na, uy, okay to, kakaiba to.
Yeah. And it also ingrains something that you're not cleaning
Mhm.
or doing any sort of process for yourself to please yourself or to please others. It's just because you're meditating that it's Krishna's home now.
Yes.
So you're cleaning
Yeah.
for Krishna. You're
Yeah.
thinking of clearing out things in the cabinet for Krishna.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Externally, nangyayari yun. Yung pastime din sa Jagannath Puri when Lord Chaitanya together with the devotees, they cleaned the Gundicha temple. It's called Gundicha Marjan before the Rath Yatra. He cleaned the temple many times actually. Not just the gross, but also because of that cleaning, pati yung subtle, pati yung energy na clean. So, it's part of it. Of course, if you have old things, nandun yung mga memories, nandun yung mga bad memories na nasa paligid mo. Diba? So, if you clear it out, it will be so nice. Remember, pag umuwi ka sa bahay, same place, nung ka lumaki, yung mga previous memories mo, naging comfortable kasi kabisado mo yung speech, kabisado mo lahat Diba? May subtle din siya, may psychological effect din siya. But if you change the environment, diba? Parang clean slate ulit. Diba? Parang bago ulit, no? It's nice kasi if you clean and your mind mo rin mas magiging clear.
Yes.
So, dapat ba linisin mo rin yung mga social media mo? Kasi syempre, andun yung mga memories.
What do you think?
It depends on the person. Like me, I don't delete photos. I have photos from like 2017 to
Oh, yeah. Generation nyo kasi talagang nandun na lahat, no?
Yeah.
Sa akin hindi Sa akin naka-archive yung iba. But I don't post
Sa bagay. So
Pero
meron
akong I had an iPhone before and is so our memories is in the cloud. And then inisip ko, delete ko na lang to.
pero hindi mo madidelete yun kasi nasa phone niya. Nasa iCloud ni Radha Bob yung mga pictures niya dati.
Well, that one,
And then
no.
for me, it's also like I can keep the photo, but I'm not attached to the memory. Like it's just for
keeps
safekeeping
lang
also.
din. Yeah. But as long as alam mo yun, nakatabi siya, hindi mo palagi nakikita, it won't affect much naman. Yeah, diba?
For me, inisip ko ganun din Pero, kailangan ko babalikan to.
Yeah, that's
Iniisip
one
ko
thing.
So I just delete it.
Yeah.
Clear the space.
Diba? Ang ganda rin Ang ganda lang ganong mindset Parang i-clear mo na yung mga hindi mo kailangan. Ilabas mo na yung kailangan. Pwede mo naman itabi or pwede mo talagang pamigay. Others could really use it.
Yeah.
Pero, yung pinaka-kailangan mo, pinaka-essential, doon ka na nakafocus. Well, in life, ganun din tayo. Yung mga trip natin sa buhay. Minsan, ang daming distraction lang We feel so empty inside that we want to do a lot of things to fill that emptiness. We have a lot of hobbies. We have a lot of, collections and whatsoever.
Marami tayong sinasamahan na tao.
Yeah, pwede rin yun. We want to feel something. We want to feel that emptiness inside. Pero, alam mo yun, alam nga natin kung sino talaga or ano talaga yung makapag-feel nun
Yeah.
Otherwise, mag-ipon ka talaga ng madaming bagay. Tapos pag mamamatay ka na, maisip mo lahat sila, no? Maisip mo lahat ng attachment mo. Sino mag-aalaga ng mga paintings collection ko?
Yung dog ko.
Yung dog ko. Diba? Yung mga
Hindi ako
bahay na...
makalabas kasi kailangan ko alagaan yung dog.
Hindi pa tapos, hindi pa napipirmahan yung last will ko. It's hard. It's hard kapag hindi sila ready. In the practice of bhakti, once na nasa older age na isang tao, the retirement is there. Retirement sa material life. Pero mas magka-focus sila sa spiritual life. Hindi ka mag-retire actually sa spiritual life. Dala-dala mo yun hanggang last breath mo Pero yung material life, i-retire nila, mag-renounce sila para mapag-focus sila.
Yeah.
Kasi it's gonna be hard if dala-dala mo yun until the last breath. Tapos,
Yeah.
yan yung maiisip mo.
And when you retire, you need a good support system.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be able to... Kasi ano siya eh, cathartic siya eh, diba? That experience. So if you have a good support system, kaya mo siya i-go through in a proper way. Guided way.
Yeah, good association siya. Good sangha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to the forest, then meditate, tapos
What?
matouch ka sa deer.
What?
Diba? Pag nag-retire. Bharat Maharaj. Retired.
Yeah.
Went to the forest. Meditate ako mag-isa. Walang association. Nangyari sa kanya, na-attach siya sa deer. This is because wala siyang
Association.
association.
No one to like tap him.
Yeah.
Hey, something's not right here.
So, ano ginawa niya next life? Nung naging deer siya, pumunta siya sa mga Brahmanas to get their association, to hear from them. So, hindi mo i-renounce yung practice of association. Tama yun. You can renounce all the things. You can dovetail it. Yung iba nga, di ba, retire sila, dudunit na lahat sa temple.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yes.
Kasi sino bang best na pwedeng gumamit ng mga pinaghirapan nila? Then, slowly they feel na nagdi-detach na sila doon. May sakit na sila.
Yeah. And not even just with death. Like Govindacharya and I were talking about it a few weeks ago. Like if your roommate wakes up for Mangala Arti, then you for sure will wake up for Mangala Arti.
So, actually, yung association will help you be serious with the practice as well. Pag serious yung kasama mo.
Yeah.
Diba? Unless may kasama ka na mas mabigat or mas hindi seryoso, tapos mabilis ka ma-influensyahan, ikaw yung madadala niya na hindi mag-Mangala Arti. The power of Sangha.
Yeah. Kasi nagko-conform ka. Hindi conform eh. And iniisip ng mind mo, that behavior is okay.
Yeah, this is normal.
This is normal.
Pwede pala eh.
Pwede pala.
O mas senior, mas madami pala gumagawa, pwede pala eh. Like, I had this conversation with one devotee kasi may mga gatherings sa mga devotees that are, older, seasoned in the practice, but at the same time not so strict with principles. And it's good that we will have association of devotees, but it's also dangerous for those who are new kasi it will be impressed on them na, ay, pwede pala hindi prerogative principles and I just chant kahit di ako mag-initiation, basta nandito lang ako. So, yeah, better than nothing. But of course, best is if you really get serious with the practice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be really, really heavy to practice na ang dami nating, baggage din yun eh. Diba? Kasi yung attachment natin ang nag-influence sa atin devotees.
Yeah.
Diba? Tapos, mas dangerous sa kasi inisip natin, ay, okay lang pala. Pati palang ganito na 50% surrendered lang ako. But which is actually hindi talaga surrender. Pag surrender 50%, kasi surrender means 100.
Surrender.
Diba? 100 eh.
Yeah.
So, 50% serious lang.
Even Krishna, he follows it eh. Even if he doesn't need to, but to show example, he follows it.
Yeah, yun pa.
Especially yung accepting a spiritual master, di ba?
Yes.
Everything comes from
rising
him.
early, doing puja, upon waking.
Meditating.
Meditating, di ba? Of course, si Krishna sa Krishna book, nag-meditate siya sa sarili niya.
Yeah.
Di ba yung binasa natin? So, siya yun. But when he came as Lord Chaitanya, of course, nag-meditate siya, nag-chant siya ng name ni Krishna. So, alam mo yun, may standard na binigay sa atin eh. So, importanteng maghanap tayo ng mga devotees na makakatulong sa atin and makakasama natin din papunta dun sa goal na yun, papunta kay Krishna.
Yeah.
So wonderful. So wonderful na relate natin yung Singapore sa practice.
And then, for example, here, I was really thinking like, it must be really difficult to do puja alone if I'm a woman. Like I was thinking that for a long time. But Vrajali Lamataji seems to do it pretty well here. So with the right practice and motivation. It seems like Krishna crushed my preconceived notion.
Yeah.
She's doing great. Yeah, she's also preparing Prasadam.
He showed you an example.
It's just in your head, Radhabab.
Talaga yun siya. No? Orchestrated lahat ni Krishna. Pati yung mga struggles natin. We might not, of course, madalas nababasa natin yon. if di natin siya mag-gets by the nababasa, yung devotees magkapakita sa atin through, si
Yeah.
Krishna message niya through the devotees.
Yeah, for sure.
And practical, parang, uy, yung problema ko, mas mahirap yung ginagawa niya, tas easy lang.
Yeah.
That's so nice. So parang, ano pala yun, iniisip mo siya kung paano ka magpupuja. Kasi si Radha Bhav, meron siyang Gaura deities that will be
Still asleep.
installed soon. So we should talk about that next time, no? Kailan yung installation niya.
Yeah.
Sa first sweldo mo. Sa first sweldo mo para may sponsor ka.
So, pang-5.
Ay, pwede naman Gaur Purnim next year. Pwede naman ganon. Diba? Or pag mas stable ka na doon sa work para alam mo yung isisingit kung saan yung para mo nalagay yung puja mo. Pwede naman di early morning, pwede na middle of the day. Depende sa kung gaano ka sa'yo
Let's see.
convenient sa'yo Or just don't wait, do it. That's one way to
Yeah,
do it.
I have at home.
Yeah.
Just not home really.
It will be actually helpful if meron ka talagang yung the actual deities in your home. I believe mas mag-enjoy ka dun kasi you have, contacts how to make dress, wigs,
Everything.
hairs ng deities. Feeling ko mas siya, mag-shopping siya para sa, ganun daw yun Pag may deities sila, lahat na nakasentro sa deities nila yung spiritual life nila. Pag lumalabas sila, uy, bagay sa deities ko to. Diba? Flowers, when you're out, uy, magandang flowers to, pwede kunin, pwede bilhin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I also already kind of think that way with devotees. Like if I go to the market, I'll be like, I can buy cherry tomatoes for Guru Maharaj. Like I'll call Ananda. Ananda, do you need some asparagus for Guru Maharaj? I'll be coming. But I guess it's different if it's actually a deity.
Well, of course, magagawin mo pa rin naman yun But may days ka lang na nasa bahay ninyo kasi you're gonna be working. So, then the deities are there.
Nag-iba rin yung perception ko on deity worship when nandun yung deities ni Prabhu Sridham sa ashram. And then sometimes, I dress them up. Sometimes, matutulog ko sila.
Na-engage ka dun sa deity worship.
Sometimes, even yung puja. Diba? So, at first, I thought na parang hirap. What's all this? Diba? Hindi ko siya ma-imagine. But slowly, nung pinakita sa akin ni Shinam, okay, you do this, you put on the crown, the jewels, like that. Madami pa yun I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sets. 5 sets. And then it came to a point na parang masaya siya i-dress up Masaya siya i-dress up. Masaya siya patulugan.
Yeah.
Parang tao talaga, you have a relationship with Krishna.
Yeah.
Ang hindi ko lang nagagawa is yung Abhishek, yung papaliguan. They say very personal raw, the Abhishek.
Yeah. That's what I like about devotional service actually. The things you thought you couldn't do. Or even the things you actually deliberately tried to stay away from.
Yeah.
Eventually Krishna will be like, no, you can try it. And then you can see that it's actually nice.
Actually,
it's nice
ganun
to
nga
be
siya,
shown that.
Yung iniiwasan natin na devotional service, ay, Prabhu, hindi ko nature to
Yeah, like, I remember you telling me, like, Mother Lalita wants you to go to the temple to make garlands. And I was like, what? No!
Di ba? Kasi minsan yung gusto natin kung saan tayo magaling, we'll do the service with pride. Ako yung pinamagaling. Ito, may experience ako sa labas dito.
Yeah. But it ended up being my favorite thing to do. Yeah.
Kasi alisin niya lahat yun. Very humbling
Yeah.
Diba? Kaya nga, yung washing the pots sa temple is very grounding na service.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi wala kang ibang iisipin kundi maging malinis lahat yung kitchen ni Krishna. Diba? Walang pride, walang ganito. Pero yung humbling experience na yun at the same time will give you peace of mind. Kasi hindi ka rin, kahit naman service iniisip natin, minsan it's disturbing everything. Chanting, it's still devotional service, pero we're in anxiety, paano gagawin yung service na to? Then nag-wash ka ng pots, everything will be clear. Diba?
Yeah.
So, yun Yung iba naman, of course, washing ng pots na yung gusto nila. And some devotees are telling them to do other things. Hindi ko kaya yan, Prabhu.
Preach ka doon.
Preach ka doon, di ba? Ngayon, last time usapan natin, self-esteem is way different from humility. Kasi self-esteem, ayoko, hindi ko kaya gawin yan. Or of course, yung iba, alam nilang gawin yon pero ayaw nila because of other things.
Yeah.
Ayoko mahirapan. Ayoko galingan kasi mas maraming service ibibigay sa akin. There was like, the mentality of being employed na hindi mo gusto yung work. Huwag kang magalingan para hindi damihan yung trabaho mo.
Huwag kang bibo.
Huwag kang bibo, di ba? Sa devotion service, just do it. Just do it. Hindi pwedeng, ayoko kasi madadami yung service ko eh. Ba't ka nagka-chant? Ba't mo gusto ng devotional service? Kasi yung result ng devotional service is more devotional service.
I think that's one thing rin na realize ko sa practice spirituality. Hindi ka talo eh. Kahit sobrang uncomfortable ka gawin yung thing na yun because it's new, hindi mo alam, but you do it, hindi ka talo eh. Kasi pinapakita ni Krishna sa'yo na you could do this actually, you can enjoy it too, and it's part of devotional service.
Yeah. It's like the faith thing also. Developing faith and trust in Krishna. Because it's like, I'm just gonna do this. Whatever it is, even if I'm not capable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, yung mga alam natin natin kaya, pag ginawa na natin, uy, you'll find a way how to, di ba?
And it feels so good to say, the credit is Krishna's mercy.
Yes.
It's my guru's mercy that I got to do something. Oh.
So parang mas maisip mo talaga by the mercy ng devotees. Kasi di ko kaya to gawin dati. Ngayon, by their mercy, by their instructions, medyo nagagawa ko as the instrument.
Yes.
Yeah.
So may...
That's what I wanted to say also.
Yeah.
Like, devotees, Srila Prabhupada has a special characteristic in them. They know especially how to engage everyone in the way that will empower them.
Yes. Instructions comes with empowerment. Kapag surrender din tayo gawin yun lalo. At the same time, like sabi nga ni Prabhu Govinda, you'll enjoy it eh. Diba?
Yeah,
Kasi,
you will.
totoo naman if you're doing services,
Yes.
ba't hindi mo enjoy yun?
Yes. Yamuna Devi. Like, her very first interaction with Srila Prabhupada was because her sister, Malati. Malati? No.
Ano nga ba ninong sister niya? I'm not sure. Janaki ba?
Janaki.
Okay.
Her sister Janaki, Joan. She's Joan. Her sister Janaki was gonna get married to Mukunda. That's the reason why she met Srila Prabhupada that one time. And then after cooking with Prabhupada for that one whole day, she was convinced that she wanted to practice.
Nag-yosi pa nga siya sa labas eh.
Yeah.
Tapos pagbalik, sabi ni Prabhupada, you just wash your hands.
Like,
Diba?
Prabhupada, can I smoke a cigarette? Prabhupada, can I take a piss? Ganun pa siya magsalita.
Then, because of association, because of instructions, and in-engage siya ni Prabhupada kasi wedding ng sister niya eh. Diba? In-engage siya, tapos, became an exalted devotee.
Yeah, exalted devotee.
Well, of
so many
course.
recorded songs, 3 written kitchen, cooking books.
And also traveled with Sri Prabhupada. Kasama siya dun sa binabasa nating Dancing White Elephants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diba? So, being engaged, at the same time, finding ways to joyfully perform yung engagement na yun. So, sobrang importante yun. Kasi, kung hindi ka nag-enjoy sa devotion service, hindi ka masaya, and how would you really say na devotional service siya? Asan yung devotion? Di ba? Of course, minsan may mahirap na, paano ko na-enjoy ito? Napakahirap, nag-suffer ako. May sakit ka. Pag ganun
Yeah.
Pero of course, yung definition nga natin ng enjoyment is, si Krishna never pleased, that's my enjoyment. Kahit nahihirapan ako.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean enjoyment is easy.
Natanong ko yan kay Ashu eh. Right, devotional service has to be reformed, but there are things that you need to do the needful, things that you don't necessarily enjoy. Pero yun yung meditation is that we're doing it for Krishna. That's where enjoyment comes from. So that's when even yung tingin mo hindi mo kaya, tingin mo ayaw mo gawin, ginagawa mo siya, diba? And you enjoy it because there's that meditation that you're doing it for the loved one.
Oh, yeah. So like, mga parents, diba? For example, yung nanay. Like, example doon, summer, kailangan nila magluto.
Yeah.
Kailangan nilang nasa kitchen, mainitan.
Yeah.
But they're doing it for the family. Diba? Like yung mga sadhus, ganun din naman sila. If there is winter, kailangan nila magpuja, hindi pwedeng hindi sila maliligo. But, alam mo yun, gagawin nila. Hindi madali. Pero that's the enjoyment eh. Kumbaga na redefine yung enjoyment sa spiritual life compared sa material life.
Yeah.
The way a spiritual person enjoys, Bhakta enjoys is kapag nag-enjoy si Krishna.
Yeah.
And automatically mag-enjoy siya kasi it's like watering the roots of a plant. Pero pag iniisip mo talaga paano ka mag-enjoy, ina-adjust mo yung devotional service para sa enjoyment and comfort mo, edi hindi mo ma-maximize yung devotional service talaga. It's partial. It's motivated. Diba?
Yeah, and it's the most natural thing to do. To
Yes.
please the beloved. Diba?
And you can't really hide your intention from Krishna also.
Oh, yeah. Ayun yung isang magandang point. Wala kang matatago kay Krishna, lalo na yung intentions natin. It's, how do I call it, very transparent kay Krishna. Pinapanood niya lahat. Yung struggles ng isang tao, yung pride niya with doing things.
Even the things I don't want to admit to myself.
Di ba? Bibigay sa'yo ni Krishna talaga. Nararamdaman niyo ba yun? Minsan sa class, dami pikadaan, dami iniisip. Pag upo mo sa class, nakinig ka ng lecture ni
All the
Prabhupada.
time.
Basa ka ng libro.
Govinda's witness to that.
Laging on the dot yung lecture or yung binabasa mo, laging pasok sa pinapifeel mo.
Yeah.
May ganun no? Minsan may ganun din devotees. Minsan may class ako sa online. I don't know kung ano yung pikadaanan ng devotees. Diba? Parang, teka lang Prabhu, parang kinakausap mo ko diretso yung sinasabi mo sa akin Shots fired
Shots fired.
Yung iba syempre na-appreciate nila. May ibang tao na parang, teka lang, tinira mo ba ako? Hindi ko alam anong meron sa buhay mo. In-arrange ni Krishna. Tapos syempre, pwede ka mag-react negatively, pwede mag-react positively.
Yeah.
Pero that's Krishna
Yeah.
Ibibigay niya sa atin yung kailangan natin for devotional advancement. Minsan, mas mahirap.
Yeah.
Minsan nakakagulat.
And then for me, ang saya nun, kasi noon parang iniisip ko lang yun Oh, maybe I'm hearing this because the universe is showing me something. But then now it's like, I'm really sure, like, Krishna arranged something. Krishna, you're doing this for a reason.
Ayun yung lesson sa mga scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. Yung arrangements ni Krishna collective Diba? May mga stories na magkakasama to. Diba yung pastimes, kunyari, ng isang personality. Nandito siya, may 100 sons Tapos, may nangyari before para magkaroon siya ng 100 sons. Tapos, may nangyari dito sa mga to para...
Is that Dhritarashtra?
Yeah. Tapos, may arrangements dito. Yung asawa niya, bulag. Tapos, ganito. Tapos, ito yung cousins nila. Lahat ng mga nangyari, na-organize niya na mangyayaring collective arrangements.
Yeah, all-knower, supreme controller.
Exactly. Hindi siya parang nagantay pa ng sobrang malayong lifetime or years bago mangyari.
Yeah. Walang
Kaya niya
loophole.
Kaya niya pagsabay-sabihin,
Pag may plotline, walang loophole.
Exactly.
Walang, ang tawag doon? Walang, basta.
We get you.
Walang kulang.
Oo. Tapos isipin mo tayo pag nag-arrange tayo ng mga bagay-bagay. Nakalimutan tong bayan. Mag-iimpake ka lang, may nakalimutan ka pa.
The next day babago. Yeah.
So malalaman talaga natin na hindi tayo yung supreme controller. We want to get the credit though. To plan, to control, to be, under control nga natin yung nangyayari. Pero at the end of the day, ma-realize natin na ang layo pala.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Like we get lessons from every lectures, every yung books na binabasa natin. May iba din na very much more intelligent approach. We get the lessons dun sa na-experience ng ibang tao. Yeah, parang, uy, teka lang, kakaiba to, para kailangan ko mas maging aware ng nangyari sa kanya to.
Yes.
That's a smart way to do.
Yeah.
To learn.
Yeah, I was thinking that just now, like when we were talking about it. Humility makes you no longer illusioned. And then like the idea, the concept of superiority is really illusion.
Okay, yeah. Totoo yun. You can be superior in a position for the sake of sabihin mo ng service or outside devotional life, position sa work or whatsoever. Pero yung position mo as a superior in terms of material because of power and influence, it just
Our competency.
Yeah, it's just temporary.
It's lording it
It's
over.
fleeting.
It's like what
Lording over.
Prabhupada says.
Mm.
Lording it over. We all have a tendency to do that.
Yes. That's why sa Bhagavatam laging mga kings and leaders. Kasi sila yung mga talagang pwede masubject sa mga ganitong temptations
Yeah.
and yung mga ganitong mga obstacles. So extreme example.
Yeah.
Ayun din yun eh. Parang you learn from these different stories, different pastimes, or
Yeah.
different experience sa ibang tao. Pero minsan, ano yun eh, nakakatuwa kasi sometimes when people are close to you, you want to help them. You want to sometimes interfere.
Mm.
Pero may mga tao naman na kahit anong advice mo, hindi nila susundin. Gusto nila talaga daanan yun. Then,
Not that they want to. They're just unaware of.
unaware, of
Yeah.
course. Or they just have to choose. Ang pinipili pa rin nila yung
Free will.
yeah,
Like
yung
free
hard
will
part talaga na
against, yeah.
yun. Hard path talaga na yun. And you don't have any choice kundi to pray. Na sana
Yeah.
matutunan niya yung lesson at the same time wag na niya ulitin. Kasi you cannot just interfere in parang anong nangyari doon, nag-sign up ka doon sa karma eh. So nag-join ka. But it doesn't mean you don't have to really try to convince them para magpumili ng magagandang choices sa buhay. So, kakaiba lang siya. For me, ano yan eh, parang if angle of learning lessons, big lesson yun eh. Parang, teka siya oh, ang daming magagandang nangyayari sa buhay niya. Ang gandang arrangements. Sometimes devotees, they have wonderful positions of service. They have wonderful associations, even gurus or senior devotees. But they'll choose to give it up, to give that up
Yeah.
because of some choices.
You know, Srila Prabhupada and our gurus in ISKCON, they don't give up on the devotees. No matter what happens, they don't give up. No, they really see the good, and that's what they focus on. No matter how bad things get, diba? They really see the good and in-amplify nila yun. And it's one thing that really made my faith stronger in Krishna consciousness, because there's this person na who is not gonna leave me, diba? Still, I do my best, diba? But still, we're human. We make mistakes. So many defects in our life. But still, there's this person nga who is laging nagpapanghawak sa atin na no matter what happens,
Yeah.
sasaluhin niya tayo.
That's also some things that encourage me to practice. Like, I was thinking, it's hard to be selfless for people who will take advantage of you. But
Yeah.
Krishna won't take advantage of you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, going to the point yung sa parehas na sinabi ninyo. Until, kasi like si Prabhupada, di siya sumusuko sa atin or the gurus. Pero one with the other, yung ibang tao is they won't appreciate that. And
Which one?
Like yung iba,
Yeah.
like even
Yeah.
Prabhupada disciples or
Appreciate what? Sorry.
yung tao na hindi sumusuko sa'yo. Yung iba talagang choose nila na lumayo eh.
Sila yung sinusukuan. Sila yung sumusuko.
Sila yung sumusuko dun sa yung sa tumutulong sa kanila. Sometimes may mga tao ayaw tanggapin yung tulong eh, no?
Yeah.
And at the same time, they really want na ma-experience yung ibang bagay. Well, ayun yung sabi ko parang, do we interfere? Kasi of course, kung ginawa ni Prabhupada yun, lahat, for sure ginawa niya lahat ng yung best niya. Pero may mga choices na hindi niya talagang, yung disciples may mga choices na hindi talagang pwedeng diktahan. Kasi may free will nga.
Yeah.
So parang in our position, of course, we have loved ones or devotees around us. Ano yung line? Asan yung border doon na, okay, nagawa ko na lahat, Prabhu, Mataji. well, internally, nagawa ko na lahat. It's up to them. Paano nila ma-experience yun? Pero I'm still here. Paano yun? Kasi hindi mo naman pwede talagang i-spoil lang sila kasi magpipalayan sila. They won't learn.
It's like how Krishna is and how a mother is or how a father is. Na you don't interfere with the child's free will. You do what you want to do, but may guidance, diba? You try to give guidance.
Yes.
But no matter what, kahit lumayo yung child like yung prodigal son, yung father is still thinking about the welfare of the son. Diba?
Okay, yeah.
But he cannot interfere, diba? He cannot interfere if this child wants to do something. Until that child comes. Really.
Ma-realize niya yung mga
Then,
bagay-bagay.
Then doing the interference will just cause disturbance, diba?
Yeah. Good point. Good point, no?
I guess it's like, I'm just thinking in terms of perspective. Krishna would give, according to that, whoever is the one experiencing hardship that we shouldn't interfere with. Krishna's giving that person the time to like churn the idea or the time to realize for themselves what they want. Yeah.
So, mas deep yung impression kasi pag talagang na-experience ng isang tao yung lessons eh.
Yeah. And then also like I guess if we're supposed to interfere, we would know. We would know when we have to help versus like not. We would know.
How? What's the
There's
sign?
a limit to everyone.
Mhm.
There's a limit to everyone. If they really don't accept your help, despite all efforts, then that's really a sign, right?
Until, yun.
Or if you see,
Yung all efforts na yun hanggang ilang times ka mag-try
it
magtulong.
depends on the person.
Okay, yeah. Totoo yun.
It's not, I can't give advice for someone
They don't
who's
want
listening.
or, yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, it depends on the person. You'll know them better than me. But
Totoo
you'll
yun.
know.
You'll know,
Or
of course.
ask your mentors. Because that's what I do.
Sometimes, may ganun ako na pag may kausap ako or nag-open up sa akin, like, what role do you want me to play? Gusto mo bang listener ako o afterwards magbibigay ako ng advice? Para clear. Para clear.
Yeah.
Kasi, teka lang, gusto lang pala niya ng listener tapos ako parang worried na ako na ito yung magandang gawin, baka try mo to. Pero ayaw pala niya, gusto lang niya may makikinig. So may ganun din eh. It's really like what you said, personalized, depende sa tao. Kasi totoo nga naman kung si Krishna gusto tayo bumalik sa kanya, ba't pa tayo nandito? Bakit pa natin kailangan daanan lahat? Of course, tama yung point na hindi ka sinusukuan. Anytime na lumingon ka uli sa kanya, like the two birds in the tree, yung isa nag-enjoy ng fruits, yung isa witness. Matagal natin siyang kasama as the super soul. Ang nakakalimutan lang natin or ayaw natin gawin lang is lumingon sa kanya, which is andun lang talaga siya.
Yeah, he's just always waiting.
Yeah, he's just waiting. It's one talagang talagang sign siya ng love.
Yeah.
Like true love waits, sabi nga nila, diba? Nag-wait talaga siya. Diba? Hindi talaga siya sumuko. True love waits.
Sobrang sweet nun eh. No?
Diba?
Sobrang sweet nun eh.
Diba?
Kasi, if madaming tao na pagod sila kakahintay or they just at one point move on.
Or they wait for themselves. Because it's like, oh, when I wait, this is for my benefit also.
Or they, and then
Because I'm going to get what I want.
but that waiting also expires, diba? So, hindi nila nakukuha what they want.
Ayun nga eh. Diba? Pero spiritually,
Or when they get what they want, what does that mean? Nothing na.
nothing
Diba?
na.
Yeah.
Pero spiritually, it's different eh.
Yeah,
Kasi
spiritually
like,
it's different.
I've witnessed for our Guru Maharaj. He's been a guru for a long time, even before I was born.
Yeah.
Tapos, may makikita ka mga stories talagang, yung ibang senior devotees, may bumalik ka devotee, kilala niyo siya? Hindi rin. So, matagal na sila nawala. But still, they will be welcomed open arms by the guru. Like, we were reading also yung Transcendental Diary by Hari Sauri Prabhu. There's a pastime there si Gaur Sundar, previous servant ni Guru Maharaj. Tapos yung current servant si Hari Sauri, may sakit siya. Hindi siya makapag-massage kay Prabhupada. So tinawag si Gaur Sundar. So si Hari Sauri hindi siya nagpahinga kasi he wants to witness yung 9 years difference ng service ni Gaur Sundar na unti-unting naging close kay Prabhupada. And they were talking about just the old days, kung paano yung mga nangyayari before. And Prabhupada was really, like nothing happened. Parang, 9 years? Ano 9 years?
Wow.
9 years? Like, of course, yung like pastimes ni pastime ni algebra, parang wala nangyari.
Yeah.
Pagbalik mo sa practice, ganun din. You would notice that sa mga ibang devotees who stop the practice, the devotees will make them feel so welcome. You're all well. Parang walang gap, di ba?
Yeah.
Of course, if you're the person na gusto bumalik, playful in mind eh. Doon sila nahiya, ang tagal ko na wala. Tapos yung mga ibang bakta, initiated na, tapos ako naiwan dito. It's just in the mind. Pero devotees won't make you feel na, humintuha. Parang, welcome back. Tapos may service ka kagad ulit. At the same time, si Krishna, mas lalong di mo ma-feel. Kasi, pag harap mo kay Krishna, ganun pa rin. Diba? Pag chant mo, hindi naman nagbago yung mantra, hindi naman naging outdated yun eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang hindi ka naging outdated sa mantra. Uy, may bagong version. No, same mantra, same connection. Then to think, ang tagal natin nawala rin kay, diba, kay Krishna all throughout our millions of lifetimes. Diba?
Yung mind naging enemy, diba?
Yes.
Govinda and I were talking about that when we were starting chanting. You were like into it like 10, 11 months. And I was telling him like I realized the best time to chant is when I don't feel like it.
Oh.
Yeah, you said that.
Kakaiba yun, ha? The best time to chant is if
When
Like,
you don't feel
when
like
you feel like it.
When
When
you
I don't
don't
feel
feel
like
When you
it.
don't feel like it.
Because then after a while, it's like, oh, I'm fine now. Like I'm actually better mentally.
Yeah. So it's best time to chant on the perspective on how you feel. On the perspective on how you feel.
Hindi, parang mas okay mag-chant sa time na wala akong gana pala. Sabi ko yun sa kanya noon, nung nag-start kami.
Ang ganda nun.
Para mapagpatuloy ko siya.
Yeah. Actually, doon mo naman natatest talaga yung isang tao eh. Doon sa hard times eh.
Yeah.
Doon din yung chanting. Paano ka magka-chant kapag mahirap mag-chant? Kasi yung madali mag-chant, ayun na yung madali siya mag-chant. Nasa temple ka, nasa India ka.
Yeah.
Diba? With devotees.
Maganda yung gising mo.
Ang ganda yung gising mo.
Walang
diba?
nang away sa'yo.
Tapos, nasa maraming devotees ka rin. Very inspired ka. Pero paano ko pag opposite na lahat?
Yo.
Puyat ka. Wala kang oras. Busy.
Bad trip ka.
Bad trip ka. Ang dami nangyari. Are you still gonna chant? Hawakan mo ba yung beats? Maalala mo ba si Krishna? And your reflection nun parang death yan eh. Anong madaling death? Diba? Of course, merong, ano mo yun, devotees could chant for you if you're very fortunate and receive the mercy. Pero, hindi madali. You feel something eh. Are you gonna be able to still chant? Are you still gonna be able to... So, hindi siya, ayun nga eh. Kasi yung gusto nating practice, hindi tayo conditional love kay Krishna. Unconditional nga dapat eh. So, same, perfect reflection niya sa chanting. Pag nahihirapan ka, magka-chant ka pa rin ba? And that's the best time to practice nga.
Yeah.
Parang naging test of faith siya.
Yes, yun. Kasi best time is always.
Yeah.
The best time is always, of course. Pero test of faith siya na, uy, it will improve my mood in service kay Krishna. So, merong may advantage. Merong, how to call this? Merong, bukod sa test of faith, merong, motivation. Kapag nagawa mo isang bagay na napakahirap,
Yeah.
gaganahan ka din lalo eh. Na magtuloy-tuloy.
May term yan is in Japanese culture, they do one thing a year na sobrang hirap. And then parang pinapanghawakan nila yung energy na yun, na they can do most of the things na madadali. So, diba? It's like, yun nga, pag nag-test of faith ka, the things na, or parang pag na-stretch ka talaga ng todo, and then you still able to do that, and then biglang bagbalik mo sa normal, yung capacity mo, mas malaki na siya.
Yeah, but I guess with chanting naman, it's easy. It's actually one of the easiest things we can do.
Alan?
Chanting.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah. It's all in the mind.
Yeah.
It's all in the mind at the same time how to improve our intention to chant.
Yeah.
We want to really chant for Krishna as our devotional service, as our mood na reawaken yung love sa Kanya. Of course, secondary, andyan na yung we want to chant kasi we want to feel better. Yung iba ganun eh. We want to be clear yung mind natin, yung consciousness natin. But just secondary, the real
Yeah.
purpose dapat ng chanting natin is for Krishna, is devotional service, is for us to awaken the love, for us to be able to have much more opportunity to serve Him. Diba?
Yes.
The other things, actually automatic na lang siyang dadating. Hindi mo
Yes.
talaga kailangan lagay sa priority na dapat ito yung chanting ko para maging ganito yung pakiramdam ko.
I have a question, bro.
Sure.
So when you chant and then you feel mo ayaw mo siya gawin, diba? So you chant. Diba? And then say natapos mo. So para naging sometimes may situation na it can be mechanical. Kasi I just have to do this. Ganun. Let me just do it. Ganun. Diba? Sometimes it's also offense to the holy name. Diba? So how does that take effect to your next time na mag-chant ka, diba? Kasi you do it na you least want to do it.
Yes.
But it's very hard to have the right mood when you least want to do it. Diba?
Can I ask something also?
But you haven't, is that connected
It's kind
as
of
an
like
answer?
it's
Sige nga,
related.
baka nandun yung answer.
Yeah. I remember starting chanting. I had no idea what the offenses were. But someone asked like, why do we chant the Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda? Someone asked that question to you. Then you were like, oh, because it protects us from all offenses when we chant it in the start and the end. So it's kind of like, is that the answer to his question? Or like, does that make sense?
It's part. Kasi when we chant, hindi naman kagad nandun ka sa sudanam eh. Hindi ka kagad nandun sa perfect chanting eh. Pero the way to go there is to chant more. Of course, may offenses sa chanting. Pero wala kang pwedeng ibang i-chant para mawala na yung offenses na yon. It's assistance, yung tool na yon. Or a tool to chant yon. Of course, getting the blessings ng Panchatattva and showing our appreciation. Pero the way to purify that offense is to chant more. So wala tayong choice kundi mag-chant pa rin.
Yeah, okay.
Diba? So wala kasing option na tigil ka na lang until na pure na yung chanting mo. Hindi kasi pupunta doon sa pure chanting kapag di nagka-chant. So one way or the other, yung offenses will be, given. Kasi wala pa tayo sa pure chanting. Kaya nandun sa stage na aparad.
Oh, so I guess it's kind of like, alam mo yung pag nag-stop yung tubig, tas inon mo, tas may kalawang yung tubig, hindi mo naman siya i-off para mawala eh. Kailangan mo siyang ipadalo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, chant ka lang ng chant hanggang mas ma-purify tayo.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, kailangan mo rin mag-effort na hindi mo na ulit-ulitin yung mga offenses na yon. Hindi siya madali kasi it's not, it's not, di ba?
It's a test.
It's a test. Dire-diretso lang. So, importante talaga na sobrang aware tayo dun sa chanting. At the same time, don't use yung hindi natin nagagawa or yung mga pagkukulang natin or sometimes mistakes to stop. Parang all or nothing na lang.
Yeah.
Parang hindi, hinto na ako kasi hindi pa ako nakapag-chant eh. Hirapan ako mag-chant, wag na lang. May ibang tao ganun, hindi ako nakapag-manggala. Late na ako sa manggala, hindi na ako attend. Diba?
That's
Parang all or nothing. No.
Like that.
Ayun nga eh, parang punta ka pa rin. Diba?
I'd rather not be there than be late.
It's harder.
Yeah.
So such a bad characteristic.
There's a time na sobrang late ko na tulsi na ako darating. And then kita nila ako lahat.
Yeah, harapin mo yun.
Harapin mo siya, diba? And then,
show up.
Yeah.
Kasi to be honest, late na naman tayo sa life natin eh. Diba? We've been here for many lifetimes. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na gusto ko pagpunta ko sa material world, onting life lang, balik na ako eh. Hindi eh. So sa chanting, we should be really, really aware kung paano yon, kung paano na ituloy-tuloy natin. Diba? Mahirap, tuloy pa rin natin. Meron tayong challenges, tuloy pa rin natin. Same with chanting. So meron tayong offenses chanting because ano pa tayo sa stage na aparad, daanan pa rin natin yun.
Yeah.
Parang if you're into sports or anything, music, magkakamali ka talaga. Kasi you're practicing eh. But you have to really continue practicing para matapos natin or magkaroon tayo ng advancement. At least punta tayo sa next stage na mabas. Diba? At least magkaroon tayo ng taste. Ng taste sa chanting.
Yeah.
So yung sagot dun sa hindi tayo makapag-chant na maayos or may offenses is to chant more. The goal and the practice is the same. So to practice bhakti, you have to have bhakti, you have to practice bhakti.
So tama, the best time to chant is when you least like it. Because yun rin, napapractice yung pag-chant mo, yung discipline, di ba?
You know, the best time to chant is every time.
It's every time. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean kapag hindi you least like it, hindi ka magka-chant. Mag-chant ka pa rin. Kasi pag best time to chant yun, ibig sabihin, pag good time, pag wala kang gana, dapat di ka mag-chant. So, best time to chant is every time. All the time. So, yun yung best time.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Kumbaga, hindi mo mako-compare. Antayin ko pag wala akong gana, doon ako mag-chant kasi yun yung best.
Yeah.
Ayun yung tamang 16 rounds. Kasi in the morning, best time yan. May gana ka, wala. Kailangan mag-chant eh. Parang may vow ka eh. Diba? Hindi mo hanapin yung pinakamahirap. Hanapin mo yung palagi mag-chant. Mahirap yan, mag-chant ka pa rin. Yeah. So, ayun yung best time to chant. Every time.
Okay, let's rewrite that.
The best time to chant is
now.
every time.
Like,
Yeah.
it's good to chant when I don't feel like it, but the best time to chant is every time.
Every time. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Okay, that's complete.
The best time is now. The best place is here. You gotta wait. Pupunta muna ako ng temple para mag-chant ako na maayos. The best place is here. The best time is now.